This is Chandrababu Naidu there staking claim. He has gone to the Raj Bhavan there in Andhra Pradesh in order to stake a claim to form the next government. Do remember the swearing in ceremony is going to take place on the 12th, that's tomorrow at 11:27 a.m. So the TDP Supremo there has been elected as the NDA alliance leader. He's gone on to say it's the victory of the people. That is how he's described this. This came about after that key huddle that took place ahead of the government formation. We have Aishwarya joining us. Aishwarya, take us through the details of what's emerging at the moment. We're hearing Chandrababu Naidu there going to stake claim.
Well, that's the latest that we are getting from Vijayawada itself. It is Chandrababu Naidu, who was earlier elected as the NDA legislative leader of Andhra Pradesh, and the delegation comprising of the leaders from the TDP, from the Janasena and from the Bharatiya Janata Party had went to the governor's residence. A letter of support has been given, and Chandrababu Naidu has been unanimously was elected as the leader of Andhra Pradesh. On the other side, it was invitation letter that has also been sent out to the governor of Andhra Pradesh, and tomorrow the swearing in ceremony will be happening itself in Vijayawada. Remember, it is Prime Minister also who is expected to be attending the swearing in ceremony at around 11:27 a.m. in Vijayawada, and several other leaders as well. But remember, it is Chandrababu Naidu whose name was proposed by Pawan Kalyan and D. Pundeshwari, Bharatiya Janata Party Andhra Pradesh leader, and also stated that it was unanimously Chandrababu Naidu's name who was elected, and it was later then 164 MLAs who signed that particular letter was handed over to the governor of Andhra Pradesh, and now the official preparation for the swearing in from here on will begin. Chandrababu Naidu has stake claim on the government from here on with 164 MLA support of the three parties over here. He has been elected as the NDA leader, and certainly from here on it's a very important day tomorrow when he would be swearing, he would be taking oath at the swearing-in ceremony of the Chief Minister. Along with him, what the sources have clearly indicated after this meeting to us, that it would be 25 other ministers in all in Andhra Pradesh, 19 from the TDP, 4 from the Janasena and 2 from the Bharatiya Janata Party, along with the Chief Minister. So, along with Chandrababu Naidu, these ministers will also be taking oath tomorrow, is something that the information currently is pouring in from the party sources, but the name has to be finalized. We have been told by this evening it would be D. Pundeshwari, Pawan Kalyan and Chandrababu Naidu, along with senior leaders who would be sitting and they will be deciding on the cabinet structure of the Andhra Pradesh government. The formation will be decided and the list will come out late night probably, and the names and the calls will be going to these leaders to attend the swearing-in ceremony tomorrow. So around 1 lakh supporters are also expected to attend the swearing-in ceremony, and this amid the heavy security, because the intelligence reports on the other side has also suggested that there might be clashes between the YSRCP supporters, the Bharatiya Janata Party, TDP and the Janasena supporters tomorrow. And looking at that, strict vigilance is being done. There had been places which had been also now selected as far as the sensitive zones are concerned by the Andhra Pradesh police. Looking at Prime Minister also being attending this event, there has been multi-layer security which had been set up entire Vijayawada, and therefore the reason perhaps this was one of the reasons why the swearing-in ceremony from Amravati shifted to Guntur, which is just near the airport at the Ganavanam airport. So clearly, all eyes will be at the evening's meeting as well, when the Andhra Pradesh government cabinet structure will be decided under the leadership of Mr. Chandrababu Naidu.
Right, Aishwarya, when we also take into account, in fact, just when he made that announcement that he has been selected, that all the MLAs of the BJP, the Janasena, the TDP have given their consent for him to become Andhra Pradesh's upcoming Chief Minister. And like you mentioned, the swearing-in ceremony that's going to take place in less than 24 hours from now, in which the Prime Minister is expected to be there as well. But the big announcement that's come about after that meeting is also that Amravati will be the capital of the state, something that had been, been doing the rounds. He's also gone on to say that we will aim to develop the entire state and not just a few places.
Well, certainly two important things being said by Chandrababu Naidu while he was addressing to the MLAs. Number one is, of course, the promise that was made to the people of Andhra Pradesh, and that promise was also in the manifesto that Amravati would be a single city capital of Andhra Pradesh, and they need to develop it, to which huge funds are required, and they are hoping that they would get cooperation with the centre as well. Remember, it is two TDP MPs who have got that important post in the central government as well, one the cabinet minister and one is the MOS, and therefore the reason, perhaps looking at the future collaboration with the centre, it is funds that are being required to revive the economy of Andhra Pradesh as well, and therefore the reason Chandrababu Naidu mentioned that it is other places as well that they will develop, but Amravati, as they promised to the people of Andhra Pradesh, will be developed as a single city capital, and to revive that project they need huge amounts of funds. On the other side, one very important thing that Chandrababu Naidu also mentioned while addressing the MLAs is that they do not want it to go into party politics. He said that each and every party will jointly work together for the welfare of the people of Andhra Pradesh, to revive the economy and for the development of the infrastructural projects that were due in last 5 years. And also, one important thing, attacking YSRCP, Jagan Mohan Reddy stated that he doesn't know where the funds have gone in last 5 years. The entire financial status of Andhra Pradesh had been has been cornered out, and also a special status demand from the centre will go on from here on as well. The reservations for Muslims is being promised by the TDP government, and that's also on the cards. How soon it will be is something that remains to be seen, but perhaps addressing a joint meeting, the alliance meeting of the NDA today, Chandrababu Naidu, as I mentioned, has been elected as the leader of the NDA Legislative Assembly, and from here on he had stake claim. A governor has taken that letter of support, and soon he will be inviting Chandrababu Naidu to become the fourth-time Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh tomorrow, the all-important swearing-in ceremony at around 11:27
The
in Vijayawada.
6 promises that were made as far as Chandrababu Naidu's government is concerned, which also includes the monthly pension, which is going to be starting from July, for which that the money that's required, as well as we're talking about women commuters, free travel is something that has been promised to them, to reimburse nearly 2,000 crore women commuters. So there's a lot that's been promised, including 15,000 to every school going child per annum. So these are some of the promises that have to be met, and of course for which one of the key demands as far as Andhra Pradesh is concerned is in regard to that special package. Aishwarya.
Well, certainly it is the promise of giving 20 lakh jobs to the people of Andhra Pradesh, the young, the youth of the Andhra Pradesh. That was also in the manifesto. The reservation, free commuting for the women, pension scheme is something that they have promised. It was 6 gems that they had called it as far as their manifesto is concerned, and the promises that were made. So, and to revive the entire economy, Andhra Pradesh certainly needs a huge amount of money. And therefore the reason perhaps the TDP leaders had stated that they doesn't negotiate for posts, they negotiate for funds, and that's the very important thing that would be in consideration with the central government, and therefore the reason they have joined hands with the Bharatiya Janata Party this time. Remember, a special package or a special status is also on the cards as far as the demands from the Andhra Pradesh government and Chandrababu Naidu is concerned. So clearly to get all of those huge corporations from the centre is something that they are looking forward to, as being promised by Chandrababu Naidu in its manifesto to the people of Andhra Pradesh, after which they got huge mandate, a landslide victory. In fact, 164 out of 175 MLAs is something that the numbers are of the TDP, Janasena and the Bharatiya Janata Party this time, and certainly they are looking forward for full cooperation, and therefore the reason perhaps the first file that Chandrababu Naidu would be signing is, of course, of reviving that particular project of Amravati, and also granting pension to the women of Andhra Pradesh.
Right, with 16 seats there, the TDP. Of course, when we take into account, the schemes, the promises that have been made, and of course, we did hear people from his party talk about how they're not demanding a position, they're only wanting, it's going to be state-centric as far as their demands are concerned. And now with Chandrababu Naidu all set to take charge as the Chief Minister of the state, take us through some of the demands that they could be making, not just in regard to the special package, because we do know that funds are required regarding multiple projects, but also take us through the kind of development that they are planning on.
Well, of course, as we saw yesterday, it is Mr. Ram Mohan Naidu who got the Civil Aviation Ministry and became the cabinet minister in the Modi cabinet 3.0. It is also the infrastructural works that needs to be developed. They had promised several airports in Andhra Pradesh in smaller areas as well, and that's something that they can fulfill by getting that ministry. Also, remember, it is P. Chandrasekhar of the TDP who had got MOS for the for communication and also for heavy industries, and that is something that they are also looking forward to revive the economy. They need huge cooperation. Several leaders we have spoken in the past few days of the Telugu Desam party, they clearly had stated that they have given an unconditional support to the Bharatiya Janata Party.
And Professor Jyotsna Tirunagari, spokesperson of TDP, joining us. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon on the broadcast. If you could take us through, some of the key demands as far as the TDP is concerned, given the fact that, as far as special package or special status, some of the demands that were being made, and also, of course, that position of the speaker that was, something that everyone was speculating about.
All these things are mere speculations. We have already told earlier also that for us, the development of the state of Andhra Pradesh is of prime importance. And yes, when it comes to the financial special package or special status and all, today we have made a stake to the governors saying that we are going to be forming the government in the state of Andhra Pradesh. The NDA government is going to be formed under the leadership of Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu as the Chief Minister. So once we take oath and we take the office, then definitely we will look into all the issues. What is the financial condition of the state? Where do we require proper support from the center? In which field and up to what extent? Because as of now, for the past 5 years, there is not a single even white paper released by the earlier government as to what is the financial status of the state, what is happening, where is the money gone. They have taken a lot of debts, almost lakhs and crores of lakhs, in terms of debt from the center and from different corporations and all that. So where has the money gone? So we have to figure out everything, and then finally we would prepare a proper representation to the center for helping out the state of Andhra Pradesh, supporting the state of Andhra Pradesh for its development and also sustenance. Because initially it needs to be sustained, because the financial condition of the state is real bad when the YSRCP left the office. So definitely we have to look into all the issues. And yet again, I reiterate, we haven't made any demands. Our support has always been unconditional. And it's not, the speaker position or the special package or the special status. All these are mere speculations. We said we are a part of NDA. We have formed the government in the state of Andhra Pradesh. We have formed the government at the center. So definitely there will be a double-engine sarkar also in the state of Andhra Pradesh now, and we'll definitely have a proper governance. That is what we are looking at.